Good evening, I'm Ron Burgundy, and tonight we will be joined by Jean-Jacques Rousseau, a great Swiss philosopher who traveled all the way here from 1763. How was your trip, Mr. Rousseau?
I think time machines have been more comfortable.
So, Mr. Rousseau, can you tell us when and where you were born?
Certainly. I was born in the year of 1712 in Geneva, Switzerland. Sadly, my mother died shortly after my birth, and my father fled from imprisonment. My aunt and uncle raised me during my youth.
That must have been really rough.
It's quite alright. At the age of 16, I left Geneva, discovering what lied before me. I finally settled in Paris, France in the year 1742. I was 30 years old.
What was your occupation at the time when you were 30?
I worked my way up from footman to assistant to an ambassador.
Pathetic.
What?
So, you say you just published a book, The Social Contract? Tell us a bit about that.
The Social Contract is a book that expresses my views of the best ways to set up a political community in face of problems of society. I believe strongly in that society and government are really just a contract between two people, and that the government only has a right to the people who are in agreement with the government.
Take it easy, champ. Why don't you sit this next one out? Stop talking for a while.
How about not?
Okay, but I'm getting a headache from all your talking.
And?
Okay, and remember, that was a pretty strong thought in the age of many countries being controlled by monarchs, but many people enjoyed your revolutionary thoughts. How did you ever get into writing and philosophy?
Well, as you know, I was involved in music for many years. I also developed a style of musical notation. My writing and philosophical career started when I stumbled upon a writing contest. And then I decided to do it. And next thing I knew, I was writing. And many vivid thoughts and ideas were spiraling around in my head, so I wrote them down. And I won the contest. And that's when my writing career began.
Wow, that's epic. So, what were your views on democracy?
I believe in the direct democracy, where people vote in person to make all laws. Only through this democracy can people's freedoms be protected.
You have developed some of many moderate thoughts on democracy, and you strongly support that citizens should be allowed to vote leaders in the government. How do you feel when I tell you that only 40% of the population actually vote, with the great privilege they have of being able to vote?
I think that's absurd, that people aren't taking advantage of what's in front of them. Several countries were and are using monarchies, which I think is the worst type of government. There are also many countries under political and economic oppression, something I greatly despise of. The will of the majority is the most important thing in a democracy, so make sure you vote, and you vote.
Alright, I get it. Do you ever stop talking? We're on a time schedule here.
You invited me here, and besides, I am one of the greatest philosophers, too.
Yes, we know. Well, everyone, this has been Channel 4 Newscast with an exclusive interview with Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Good night, and always, stay classy, San Diego.
It's Jacques.